What's up, guys? It's your boys Awoki back out with another paranormal kind of video, but this one is another genre, as you will. We obviously took a look at the spirit session with the tarot reading cards yesterday when we took a look at a channel. I can't remember it offhand, but we're going to be taking a look at another channel that people are saying, so Awoki, you gotta watch this and react to it. Apparently, he hit a lot of things head on, but this Antphrodite YouTube channel apparently was spot on when it comes to a lot of people messaging me on Facebook and Instagram, and the comments are like, Awoki, you gotta watch this. So we're gonna be taking a look at it to take a little bit more in depth when it comes to the Gabby Petito murder. We still don't know a lot of things when it comes to why did Brian Laundrie do it. We don't know what happened to Brian himself. Obviously, we know he's dead. I mean, a lot of people still think he's alive. The death was really weird. How his parents found him just like in this park behind their house. I mean, there's a lot of questions that are still not answered. And maybe some of these psychic readings or these spirit box sessions that we're watching, maybe they'll tell us something in the future. Not a lot of people are doing anything after the fact that we found Brian Laundrie's remains, as you will. I still think it's weird how the remains were found. We found a backpack and a notebook, and that was it. But we're going to be taking a look at this Antphrodite YouTube channel on a psychic reading that he does, and you guys request it, so we're going to be doing it right now. So grab a chair, grab some popcorn as we take a look at this new YouTube channel for this psychic reading on what happened to Gabby Petito. Let's take a look. If you guys are new to my channel, if you guys are returning and have not subscribed yet, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button down at the bottom right. Turn on notifications by hitting the bell icon next to it. So I do post videos like this one. You're going to get that little ring notification that Awoki myself has posted that video. And then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, I say this on every video, and I will continue saying it on every video. But thank you so much for the support. We are booming and growing at a rapid pace. I can't thank anybody else but you guys. So keep doing what you guys are doing. Telling your friends, telling your family, or anybody you guys know are walking by, be like, hey, have you seen Channels Awoki? Take a look. Take a look. It's free. So with that being said, make sure you guys do all the above. Comment down below on your guys' theories, your opinions when it comes to these psychic readings. I've seen a lot of people and their education to give me on psychic readings and the tarot cards, because I didn't know what much of those tarot card readings were. I wanted to go in with an open mind and pretty much no spoilers kind of thing. I wanted to watch it and then read about it afterwards. And man, that girl on that other channel, I can't remember. What was her channel again? I'm gonna pop it up here. Her channel was great. She hit a lot of things head on. People are stating that she might be just reiterating what they saw on the body cam, which things did seem like it was on the body cam, but then there was other things that were not. But looking at that channel, but Heath Life, she did a great job. Definitely go over there and take a look at that video. Definitely a good tarot reading that I thought. She was very professional. I don't do things when it comes to people like some channels, I'm not going to name any names, that just seem completely out of the ballpark, so crystal clear, and it just rehearsed and stuff like that. But without further ado, I'm going to stop talking because you guys probably want to enjoy the content when it comes to this tarot reading on this Antphrodite kind of YouTube channel. Make sure to go and give him some love as well. He's been doing this for quite a while. Apparently, he's very well known for this. I did a little bit investigating and kind of read his backstory. Apparently, he hits these things really head on, and we're going to be taking a look at it. So let's do so, and let's see what he got.
Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic.
That's a lot of
pink.
pink.
Back to another true crime reading. So this one is on Gabby Petito. I have gotten spammed more than any other reading I've ever been spammed for in my life to do this. For those that aren't familiar, she is a girl who went on a nationwide road trip with her boyfriend. I believe his name is Brian, but I'm not sure. Yes. And she was #van life. And he, after a couple months, I believe it was, or a certain amount of time, he went back home without her, and she is missing. Nobody knows where she's at. And he allegedly has lawyered up and is not speaking, but he just went home from their month-long trip without her, and no one knows where she is, and she's just missing. Completely horrifying. Recently, so this is an ongoing case. So just like I said with the Summer Wells case that I did, I'll put a link up to here if you haven't seen that. These are the hardest to do. I don't have any guarantees. I'm literally just trying to help. My intention here is to help. You guys are asking me. I got to do it.
Giving this disclaimer.
I don't know what we're going to get. I don't know how accurate it's going to be, but I am going to do my best. But I will say that this one is definitely going to be a little bit heavy. So we're going to do what we can here. I'm a little bit concerned. So it is an ongoing case. So I honestly just even forgot what I was about to say because my mind is racing with a million thoughts already, and I just want to start channeling. So remember, these readings are all alleged for entertainment purposes only, and let's get started. There is a lot going on here, and I'm having trouble focusing.
Oh, so that's kind of cool how he does that.
Well, Ace of Swords reversed is a regret right off the bat. Is this the 5? Yeah. The 5 of Wands is confrontation, and the Emperor is reverse, a loss of control. Huh. Okay. Well, okay.
This is what I wanted the other channel to do.
So I know the boyfriend is obviously suspicious to a lot of people. And again, this is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. I can tell you right off the bat. The Ace of Swords is a regretful decision that was made in a heat of the moment, 5 of Wands, and in a confrontation. Now, I do know recently that there was an update that there was police body cam footage found of the two of them getting into an altercation, and the police separated them, and she said that he had locked her out of the van. The 5 of Wands is a confrontation, so they had to have been fighting consistently. That does not look like the only fight that they were having, and the Emperor is of control, which means he has a habit of losing control, and he lost control, and the Ace of Swords says he definitely did something he regrets. So that's the first 3 pulls right off the bat. The 3 of Wands is reversed. The Empress is upright. And the World is reversed. So first of all, I also think, is his dad prominent in his life? Like, is his dad a prominent figure or a wealthy figure or a powerful figure? Because Emperor reversed makes me think that he went to someone for help. And so sometimes that's dad. So it definitely looks like there's someone here that's like, obviously we know he's like being somewhat protected and he lawyered up or whatever, but there's someone with some sort of influence in his corner. I don't know who that is. I don't know if there's like a law enforcement, a police chief, or if he knows someone, but there's definitely something protecting him, which is interesting. Now, the 3 of Wands is out of nowhere. So I'm not sure if there was a third person that witnessed this. Sometimes the 3 of Wands can indicate a witness or an eyewitness. So that might be something that manifests. It could also indicate someone.
Which the witnesses that he might be insinuating is that Crystal and what was their names? The women couple that was shot and killed that worked with Gabby Petito. I'm thinking, my theory is they witnessed something with them as maybe abuse or controlling, because apparently he was very jealous with her, and they might have witnessed something and they were executed and killed, which was definitely unfortunate. But there's rumors that he and possibly 2 other males, a Paul and I can't remember if it was a John or something to that effect, we saw in the spirit boxes, but that might have did those murders and then killed Gabby because she witnessed what had happened, and what he's stating with that he was regretful that he strangled her, and then afterwards was kind of like, oh crap, what did I do, kind of thing. Well, you're an idiot to begin with to kill your girlfriend and then try to cover it up. That's what I'm guessing is his insinuation for the regret, and the lawyering up was with his dad trying to help him out. So this is hitting pretty much home here. So take a look more.
Someone who got involved, because the 3 of Wands is something in the middle. So it could be someone else got involved or tried to stop something. Especially because to me, I really do feel like someone witnessed an argument between the two of them. Someone witnessed something. I'm getting that constantly. Like I can almost like see someone watching it. I'm not sure if someone tried to stop him from doing something, or there's something like that as well. The Three of Wands just makes me think that like they weren't alone with a prominent piece of information to this puzzle. The Empress is upright and the World is reversed. Were there any issues with her mom or her family?
I don't think so.
Because the World is reversed, the Empress. Did her mom want her to break up with him, or was it vice versa, his mom? There seems to be some lack of approval. That seems to be an underlying issue in their relationship. There's like the World is reversed, which is like ending a cycle. So it's like, stop it, end this. So it definitely looks to me like there's a mom, the Empress, and the World reverse ending. So it's like, stop something, don't do this, or stop this, or something. So it definitely reads to me as there being something to do with her mom. I feel like it's her mom. Five of Cups is disappointment. 10 of Cups is family. And the Wheel of Fortune is reversed. So I don't know the dynamic between her and her boyfriend, but is it possible that he was making her feel like a disappointment to his family and her family? Because the 10 of Cups is the family, happily ever after. The 5 of Cups is disappointment. The Wheel of Fortune is bad luck and bad opportunity. So that to me is like, that's someone who wants to take a risk and keeps taking risks, but they don't pay off. So perhaps he felt like she was impulsive, making stupid decisions and would never amount to anything, or was making her feel that way, be either dismissive with her feelings, dismissive with her, her identity, or dismissive with her passions, because it reads to me as like putting someone down. It's like shitting all over your dreams or stuff like it's just giving me like a very bright, putting you down. To be fair, I do think the only thing I will say is it does look like she has a history of impulsive behavior. So it's not that I think it's not completely unfounded. However, the issue is that just because something happened once doesn't mean it applies to everything you do moving forward. So to me, it's almost like holding her hostage with some of the behavior patterns that are consistent. I'm not really sure what that means, but it just means like I just see her as impulsive. So it seems like it's like, yeah, sometimes impulsive decisions make, you make a bad decision, you make an impulsive decision, but you can't hold that over their head forever. And I feel like that's what was going on. It's like, this happened once, so therefore you're always like this, but that's not what was going on.
Kind of like the whole thing with once a cheater, always a cheater. If they do it once, they're going to always do it kind of thing. But I think that, but this could be a whole nother different topic kind of thing.
I don't know what the word is for that.
I want to know how many cards like they're supposed to pull.
High Priestess is trust. It's also timing. The Tower is reverse, dramatic catastrophic event, and the King of Swords. So were there issues with the car or the van? It looks like there may have been an issue with the van. Something may have broken. The Tower usually means like something was broken at the start. So obviously I do think the relationship was broken at the start, but this correlates to me with the van. There's something in the van, or at least in the experience or the traveling, that was just off from the start. I don't know if the van had a habit of breaking down, or maybe the locks were faulty, or if there was a battery, or if there was just something that's like constantly going wrong with it. But to me, the King of Swords and the High Priestess, it looks like there was an issue with the van at some point. It looks like it's usually Tower moments or catalysts. So it looks like an issue with the van is the catalyst to whatever happened. I don't know if it broke down or what happened, or maybe it was parked somewhere it wasn't supposed to be. All I can tell you is there has to be something with the van that caused the catalyst to the last argument that I see between
There's a few times it was parked weirdly.
Was he financially supporting her, or was there threats of that? Because the Knight of Pentacles is consistency, the Lover's card's reversed, and the Page of Wands, which to me is like, especially with the Knight of Pentacles, that always makes me think of like money. So it's like, if I'm paying for this and if I'm doing this, you have to listen to me. And the Page of Wands is about her feeling stifled. The Lover's card is reversed as well, which is an imbalance between the two of them. So I see that almost as like control. I see that almost as like, if I'm paying for this, you have to do what I say. And I wouldn't be surprised. Does he have an ex? Because sometimes Lover's card reverse and Page of Wands reverse means that there's an ex that might have a horrible experience. And I wouldn't be surprised if they come forward eventually. But there's definitely someone from his past that had a bad experience with him that has a lot of relevance,
Which
because to me it seems like
interview.
he has an MO in terms of his behavior patterns in relationships. Yeah, the Ace of Wands is the birth of something new, but the Knight of Swords is reversed. So that means, yeah, I tried to do something new. I tried to start anew, but the Knight of Swords, I'm not a knight in shining armor. I'm not a good person in terms of what I do. And the Two of Wands is about passive aggressiveness. So for me, he does things for other people and then holds it over their head. So he appears to be a nice guy. He does things for you, and then he holds it against you almost like a guilt trip for the rest of your life. It seems like that's the pattern of behavior that I see for him. So it's like he's the type of person that I see, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, that when they do something for you, you have to be careful because they'll hold it against you forever. I also see the Ace of Wands as thinking with your dick, and the Two of Wands reversed as well, which means that there is some weird sexual thing going on here as well. I don't know if it's a fetish, if it's a desire. I don't know what the hell it is, but this guy has a weird thing that he likes to get off to. I don't know what it is. But it's there. Maybe it has relevance to the ex. I don't know. But it's weird. It's giving weird. Also, I think there has to be an accusation of cheating. I just can't find where it's coming from. I don't know if it's her to him or him to her.
I'd say him to her.
I have a funny feeling it's probably him to her because he was probably thinking of doing it or did it himself, but I'm not quite sure. I just know that there's an accusation of cheating. That's what this is as well, because this is like this is like impurity, this is like sex, and then this is like dick and stuff. It's also something new. So if they're in a relationship, I'm seeing something new. There's some sort of accusation there of cheating or flirting with someone you shouldn't. Eight of Pentacles reversed, Hermit reversed, and the Five of Pentacles. So again, this is about having power over someone. The Hermit, out of our home, out of our comfort zone, and Eight of Pentacles, lack of effort.
Ooh, a voodoo doll. That death card?
So the Queen of Cups is reversed. I think his rationalization of this is that she wasn't emotionally supporting him in the way that he wanted. And the Four of Pentacles said that he feels like she was selfish with her time, but the Fool is upright, which is like being naive. So if anything, she reads to me as someone that's like a little bit naive, a little bit impulsive, really like dreams big and goes for it. And I think for him, he reads as someone that was tired of her dreaming big, and felt like she was selfish with her time because he felt neglected. I don't really understand why the two of them are together. He doesn't look like someone who's well suited for a dreamer. That's why I'm like, was she like a Pisces or something? Especially because she showed up as Queen of Cups. So it's like, for me, I read that as like she dreamed really big. She had these really big ideas and she needed someone who would go with her and do stuff. And that he's not that type of person. So I genuinely don't understand why he was doing this.
He probably didn't want to do this.
Because he doesn't like that type of person. It's almost like he wanted her to be someone she wasn't. And he thought that if she finally followed through with what she said she was going to do, she would hate it and then go back home. But then I don't think that ever happened.
Don't change for
I don't
anybody.
think she ever went back home. Like, I really think he thought she would last like a week and then go back home.
Be
and
yourself.
That didn't happen, so he got stuck, and I think that's why he got anger and anger. Yeah, I also think she constantly changed the plans. The Five of Swords, I don't think she was a good planner. So that to me is like petty things and issues with details. And the Queen of Swords makes me think of someone who can be a bit, frustrated and say some things. And the Six of Swords is the traveling. So I will say this. I remember, I didn't watch the full body cam thing because I didn't want to like get anything in my head before I started this, but I saw it this morning and I remember her saying something like, oh, I can be mean sometimes. I do agree with the Queen of Swords. Her communication skills when she's frustrated, I absolutely agree. I do think that she had some trouble with communicating properly to him because the Queen of Swords and the Five of Swords tells me I wouldn't be surprised if he has really mean text messages from her or really mean things from her. I wouldn't be surprised just because it seems like she definitely has an issue when she gets overwhelmed with communicating. And I wouldn't be surprised if he uses that as a defense. So don't be shocked if you see that. I personally see the Six of Swords as a lot of that stress coming from the fact that she felt like the entire thing was on her shoulders. I see him as dead weight. I think that if you were to ask him, he was the brains behind everything. I don't know if I believe that, but I believe that he believes that. So that's where the disconnect is, and I think that's why we're going to see some stuff. You might see some text messages, especially with the Six of Swords, could be the internet or the phone, or you might see something that maybe email or something that makes him that like he feels is like justified for his reaction. But these two people in my personal opinion, poor communication skills, two people that were not compatible. And I'm still questioning why they were together in the first place. For me, I'm wondering if he felt like a security or a safety blanket to her just because he's familiar. Especially because she's lacking stability and everything is changing with her traveling. She wanted one thing that was stable. Well, the Star is upright and the Eight of Wands is upright. This stuff is going to move pretty quickly. I definitely see more information coming very, very quickly. The Seven of Cups is reversed as well, which is like a hand of realism. So we are going to find out. I do believe we are going to find out what happened. I'm not sure how long that'll.
Sorry to stop you guys, but we found it. I see the recording of this, which was the 16th. 2 days later, we found out that she was pronounced dead because they found the body. And they're looking for Brian because he took off with the van, or he took off to go hiding and stuff like that. So he predicted this 2 days before because we knew that she was missing, and 2 days later we found everything. So, I mean, and he did say that he did watch the body cam a little bit, so he didn't want to get all that information in his head and cause this reading to be, I won't say flustered, but messed with, as you will. But I'm kind of interested too that when he flips the cards out, some are up, some are upside down, or the female before, she didn't have the cards upside down, or kind of vice versa. What does that make a difference if it's upside down or if it's regular facing? That's definitely very interesting, or very peculiar, I would say. But let's take a look more into this.
Take. It's hard to tell. To me, it reads as quicker than normal because the Eight of Wands, but the Star being upright is also like the public, and it's about everyone knowing everything. So I do think information is going to be exposed. I also think this particular case is going to be a precedent case. I'm wondering if there's going to be some laws or something is going to change, maybe something to the van life movement or maybe the parks or whatever. There's something that's going to happen. You know, sometimes there's like a law or something named after someone. For some reason, this case is going to be extremely important. I don't know why. All I can tell you is that this is going to be very, very important moving forward.
We don't know much more.
Yeah,
at
the Hierophant
moment
is reversed. Yes, it's like a lack of commitment or breaking a standing commitment. The King of Pentacles upright and the Page of Pentacles too. Is his family like powerful or wealthy? Because I'm seeing a lot of donations. This could sometimes be religious groups, so it's possible that there may be a donation or something to someone important. I haven't heard
anything of donation. And there's a lot of cards here.
The Two of Swords is reversed, the Seven of Wands, and the Moon.
There's the Moon again.
Oh my God. The Moon is lies, deceit, deception, and the Two of Swords is a decision I can't go back from. The Seven of Wands is proving myself. Y'all, he's going to have a really good defense. This guy's going to have an incredible defense.
You can have a defense when you're dead.
Damn. The Chariot is reversed, the Ace of Pentacles upright, and the Justice card. There's going to be something to do with the van that is an alibi for him. I don't know what that means.
How?
Something to do with the van is an alibi for him. I don't know if it's like he went to get it fixed or something was wrong with the van. I don't know what it is, but that's his alibi.
Oh.
Mark my words. And the...
Not to interrupt again, but the woman beforehand said that they took the van to a gas station or a mechanic to be fixed. And the funny thing is he posted his video and she did the same day. So it's not like he watched her or she watched him. And he's stating that he's using the van as an alibi, or he might have gone off and tried to get it fixed. And then he would have stated that, oh, somebody else killed her kind of thing. He's saying it, and then she said it yesterday when we watched the reaction. It's kind of interesting that they're both saying that. Kind of goosebumpy.
Ace of Pentacles and the Justice card. Justice rules in his favor because of Ace of Pentacles. Now, let's hope, regardless of what happens, If he isn't innocent, let's hope that this outcome can change, because one great thing about tarot is just because I see it right now doesn't mean it's forever. Things can change. However, right now, money is talking, and I'm seeing money behind him. I don't know if his family is wealthy. I don't know if he knows someone wealthy. I don't know if someone wealthy is going to take interest, but I am seeing the Ace of Pentacles and the Justice card, which is about things ruling in your favor, and I also see that as receipts. So the Justice card and the Ace of Pentacles, money spent equals receipts. That could be tangible. That could be like verbatim, like especially because it's next to the car. So maybe his alibi is at a certain time he was at a gas station getting gas, or he was buying cigarettes or whatever. There's definitely something there that's going to help him regardless of what happens. I'm going to be honest with you. Currently, I'm not really getting anything about her whereabouts. It's not really reading. Strength card, stubbornness, Queen of Pentacles, and Death card reversed. She shows up as someone who's really stubborn and consistent, so it's hard for me. I can't figure out what's going on. Now, the Death card is reversed, but that doesn't mean anything. All that means is that for her, there was a last-minute decision and a last-minute change in what she wanted to do. It's hard because I see her as someone that is like, I see her in a fight and I see her wanting to do something and be like, I'll just do it on my own, but I don't get anything after that.
Then he probably got pissed. Looks like Meg
So
Fox.
I'm going to pull from another deck really quickly.
So the funny thing is or not funny thing is too, but when I read off on Sam and Kobe, or not read off, I watched Sam and Kobe's tarot reading that they had in that video. Death doesn't always mean death. I mean, obviously we know that they're both dead. She died from him and he died. We have no idea yet. But death could also mean an end to something, or an end of time, or an end of a decision, or end of a trip. I mean, it could mean something that's been abruptly stopped before it should have, or whatever have you. So it doesn't necessarily always mean death, but in this case, it probably means death, but it could mean something else entirely as well. So I know a lot of people see the Death card, they're like, ugh, but it could also mean something completely else, different. But his reading is definitely very interesting and intriguing as well. So I don't know why some people will do like 8 cards or 4 cards, and he's doing like 20 cards. I mean,
I don't know if I'm going to get anything else after that. It just kind of goes dark after that for me. I get no information. I mean, hey, maybe I should do a part 2 on this after more stuff comes out. If you'd like that, let me know in the comments. But I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not getting anything after this. It just, the information kind of stops there. Snail's pace, slow down. Riddle Fisher. Well, this is just telling me why I'm not getting any information. This isn't even giving me extra stuff. Story Keeper. Tell your legacy. Write your
He's got a different deck now.
Fairy Tales. Letting go, detach, moving on. Okay, so this is literally funny. So these cards are actually telling me why I'm not getting any information. So this is about slowing down. This is divination, so it's what I'm doing right now. And then Story Keeper and Fairy Tales means that there is going to be a lot of information that's about to leak. Not all of it is true. There's going to be some misinformation that is going to be leaked, and I do think people are going to be playing the press game, and I think some of that stuff needs to happen before I get more information, because it looks like the Story Keeper is like, let's keep this under lock and key, because someone is going to use disinformation and misinformation as a tactic. I don't know if there'll be a trial or whatever, but all I can tell you is it definitely looks like someone's using misinformation as a tactic, which is why the information is under lock and key right now. Someone is going to play with the press, for sure. Who is behind him that has influence? There's someone behind him that is influence, because
his father?
Like, I see someone playing with the press.
It's very interesting how they do these psychic readings.
Perchance to dream, fighting. Well, that makes sense. This is literally her. He feels like she's fighting for a dream that she'll never have. Envy and gluttony.
Another deck?
Fragmentation. So there's why he was with her. A part of him has always wanted freedom to be able to do whatever he wants to do, but I think for him, he seems like the type of person that was told what he's supposed to be his whole life. It seems like he was supposed to be the specific thing, act a certain way. His family told him be this way, be that way, and that's why I think a part of him liked her, because she was so different to that, and she had such a different experience. But I think that's ultimately what tore them apart. Downcast pride. Triumph of lies. Damn, Queen of my own world. He's going to paint her as someone that's like super independent, wanted to go do her own thing, was like, F you, I'm out, and left. That's what I think he's painting her as. And
he
he's got a
did say
damn good
that.
fucking story too. His story is literally I don't know if it's gonna be like we got into a fight or something and she just stormed off and wanted to do her own thing and I was like, all right, fine, fuck you then. That's the story, Wishbone. Downcast Pride tells me that he is going to make people feel sorry for him. That's his goal, is to make people empathize with him and feel sorry. So we're going to get some backstory on him.
No one really
I wouldn't be
does.
surprised if that's where the press goes with like his backstory.
He took off.
And Triumph the Lies tells me he's going to be pretty convincing to some people. So I don't know what the fuck is going to happen.
He didn't say
I think
anything.
he's going to try and paint her out to be like this like really crazy person, queen of my own world. Like, it's almost like making her seem like she's like, I need to do my things my way. It's like a bossy.
She had her social
Masquerade
media.
and Fated to Suffer. Damn it, I don't know, I can't get any more information. That's just like their relationship, Fated to Suffer, Masquerade, hiding who he really is. I can tell you this, he did something that I don't know if he even remembers. I don't know if it was a fit of rage, I don't know if it was something else. All I can tell you is he did something that he's embarrassed about, that he definitely regrets, and it was in the heat of the moment. I don't know what that is. I don't know how severe that is, but that's all I can tell you is that he's like, that wasn't me. I can't believe I would do something that's not me. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if it was an argument, an insult, or anything else. I don't know what it was. But that's the best I can do. Yeah. If you wanted me to do a part 2, let me know. I don't know if I'll get anything else.
Which he hasn't done.
But yeah, this case is ongoing, subject to change. I'm sorry if I didn't help. I'm sorry if it's not accurate. I'm doing my best. My intention, again, is just to help. If anything I can do that can help a little bit, then hopefully that happens. Remember, these readings are all alleged for entertainment purposes only. If you guys like that, let me know what else you want me to do as well. Put it down below. You can always tip. There's a link to my PayPal down below. Follow me, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Antphrodite. Until next time, bye, guys.
Very interesting about this reading. I mean, there's a lot of things he hit on. Very narcissistic when it comes to Brian. Very judgmental. Very jealous. I don't know. What do you guys think down in the comments? I definitely would like to hear you guys' opinions and theories when it comes to... I mean, like I said before, we still don't know why he killed her. Why he did what he did. I mean, he's caught... in ruling of being dead. A lot of people I've seen in the comments, they don't believe that he's dead. That they think he's still alive. This is just a cover-up to take the cameras off this whole situation and let him live his life, or that kind of thing. I'm still on the fence. I still think the whole finding of his death was weird. They're like, oh yeah, here's a body. They said they found dental records of his DNA. But it's just weird that they're like, oh yeah, he's in this park behind her house. We found his body. I mean, it's weird. And with her being the way she was, being very strong, independent, wanting to go on this trip and stuff like that, on her social media and stuff to that extent, this whole case is just weird. And we want to know more, and we just are kind of, once they left in the dark, but we don't know like how he died, if he committed suicide. There's people that said he got eaten by wild boars, that he might have gotten poisoned by a snake or bit by a snake, died that way, and then the elements took care of his body. I mean, there's a lot of things. I want to know what you guys think still. Comment down below. Like the video if you guys like the reaction and enjoy the channel. And we'll see you guys in the next video. So keep it real, keep it safe. And as always, keep nerding on. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.